That's right. You know full well the one thing you have to give me is this. Even though you and I are diametrically opposed on LeBron James, LeBron James is very much aware of and about stats and numbers.
Absolutely not. Wins and losses is all LeBron cares about. Plays the game the right way.
The guy put out a tweet over the weekend, 43,000 points or something like that.
Right, because somebody sent it to him.
Someone else, he also put out a tweet that he passed Dennis Rodman in total rebounds.
He did.
For his career,
That shows a lot.
Yeah.
Shows a lot.
He had the balls. Do we have audio of this? I think we got video.
Yeah, we got video.
All right, I want to show you your guy, your hero. Once again, nose growing.
LeBron James looked directly into the camera and calmly said something that made fans stop and think. His words were simple but striking. I've never been a numbers guy, to be honest. Now, pause for a second. This is LeBron James, a player whose entire career has been defined by stats, milestones, and record-breaking achievements. Naturally, the comment exploded online. Music, some fans laughed, some argued, and others immediately asked the question, does that really make sense coming from him? So, here's the challenge to you. Do you believe LeBron when he says he's not a numbers guy, or does it feel like one of the biggest contradictions he's ever voiced? Share your take in the comments and let everyone know where you stand. And if you're into these NBA debates, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. Let's replay that moment. He says it again, almost gently, I've never been a numbers guy. Even adding to be honest at the end, it feels like he's trying to make it sound heartfelt, almost as if he's confessing a truth that surprises even himself.
Tweet over the weekend, 43,000 points or something like that.
Right, because somebody sent it to him.
Someone else, he also put out a tweet that he passed Dennis Rodman in total rebounds.
He did.
For his career,
That shows a lot.
Yeah.
For many basketball fans, that extra phrase, to be honest, only made the line hit harder. It had the effect of a moment so confidently delivered that, at first, you almost forget to question it. And that's exactly where the debate kicked off. Because when you look at LeBron's career, numbers have always been front and center. From scoring milestones to all-time rankings, and the endless comparisons to other legends, stats have followed him everywhere. This is the same LeBron James who wore the iconic number 23 for most of his career, a number forever tied to basketball legacy thanks to Michael Jordan.
Come to win every shot I take. I can shoot 0.0% from the three-point line. I believe I'll make the next one. I've been playing ball my whole life, so not much of a numbers guy to be.
That single number, 23, alone is a symbol fans can't stop discussing whenever LeBron's career comes up. And it's the same LeBron who made global headlines when he surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer, a milestone that ranks among the most historic statistical achievements in league history. The moment was celebrated worldwide, and LeBron marked it with a crown gesture, clearly signaling just how monumental the accomplishment was. So when he says, I've never been a numbers guy, it immediately piques curiosity. Not because it's shocking, but because it feels so different from the narrative that has followed him for nearly 2 decades. That contrast is exactly why the clip went viral. Moments like this are built for debate and discussion in the NBA world. And then there's another example fans love to bring up. The same LeBron who claims he's not a numbers guy once tweeted about passing Dennis Rodman in career rebounds, after someone just sent him the stat. No one forced him to share it, no PR team orchestrated it, he simply posted it for the world to see. That's the kind of detail that makes this conversation so fascinating.
James was at it again. That's why they're now calling him Le Pinocchio. That's his new name.
Wait a minute.
Pinocchio.
Because last I saw the Lakers, they were killing the Warriors.
Yeah.
Last time I saw
They won back-to-back games against bad teams this weekend, Warriors included.
LeBron 40-something playing back-to-back.
But Pinocchio was at it again.
What did he do?
That's right. You know full well the one thing you have to give me is this. Even though you and I are diametrically opposed on LeBron James, LeBron James is very much aware of and about stats and numbers.
Absolutely not. Wins and losses is all LeBron cares about.
It's kind of a funny situation when you think about the quote we just heard. Now, take a moment and consider the name involved, Dennis Rodman. He's not just any player in NBA history. Rodman is widely regarded as one of the greatest rebounders the league has ever seen. He led the NBA in rebounds for 7 straight seasons, dominating the boards in a way very few players ever have. Rodman built his career on the gritty, physical work most players avoided, diving for loose balls, battling under the rim, going toe-to-toe with bigger opponents for rebounds. That was his identity. It wasn't about flashy scoring or highlight reels. His reputation was all about effort, positioning, and doing the hard work that doesn't always make the headlines. So when the stats surfaced that LeBron had passed Rodman in career rebounds, it naturally drew attention. And when LeBron posted about it himself, fans noticed even more. That's when the quote, "I've never been a numbers guy, to be honest," took on a hilarious edge, because suddenly it felt almost impossible to take at face value. No wonder people started laughing.
The guy wearing the 23 patch on his jersey
That's his
says the guy
that's
that
his
puts
number.
a crown on his head
You can't-
when he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer. I've never been a numbers guy. The guy that refuses to play against the Spurs, but played against the Mavericks and wouldn't come out of the game until he got the triple-double. And when Austin Reeves got a rebound in front of him, got pissed at Austin Reeves
Well, I'm no
because he
proof
didn't
of
get the...
When someone says they don't care about numbers, the image that pops into fans' minds is usually a player who doesn't track stats, doesn't celebrate milestones, and doesn't make a show of his achievements. But the story about the rebound tweet was just one tiny spark in a much larger debate. The moment that truly ignited discussion was the triple-double story. There's footage from a game against the Dallas Mavericks where LeBron stayed on the court late, clearly within reach of a triple-double. This wasn't gossip or speculation, it was captured on camera, live, for anyone watching to see. At one key moment, Lakers teammate Austin Reeves grabbed a rebound that could have gone to LeBron, completing the triple-double. The cameras captured LeBron's visible frustration as he watched the rebound go to a teammate instead. That moment alone tells you a lot. A player who genuinely doesn't care about stats usually doesn't linger in games chasing a triple-double. A player who ignores numbers probably wouldn't react when a rebound alters a personal milestone. And yet, here was LeBron, reacting in real time. That's why the quote sparked so much debate online. To many, it was like hearing someone say, "A fish doesn't care about water." Numbers have followed LeBron James since the very beginning of his career, and they have always been a central part of the conversation surrounding him. They are not a minor detail, they are the framework through which his story has been told for over 2 decades. Every discussion about his greatness inevitably returns to stats: total points, career assists, rebounds, championships, finals appearances, longevity records. Every comparison to other legends, every debate about where he ranks historically, has always relied on measurable milestones. Even the never-ending LeBron versus Michael Jordan debate is almost entirely built on numbers: championships, playoff runs, scoring totals, MVP awards, finals performances. Fans try to dress these arguments up with philosophy or opinion, but at their core, the debates almost always circle back to the stat sheet. LeBron himself has been intimately involved in that conversation for decades. So when he calmly says, "I've never been a numbers guy, to be honest," it creates one of those moments that fans replay repeatedly because it seems to contradict decades of statistical storytelling about his career. But this discussion doesn't exist in isolation, it's inseparable from what's happening with the Lakers this season. The team has been going through a confusing stretch that leaves analysts, fans, and casual observers debating who they really are this year. Over a recent weekend, the Lakers picked up
If the ball's not contacted and the contact to the rim doesn't cause the ball to make enough
2 straight wins. One of those victories came against the Golden State Warriors, a team missing several key players, including Stephen Curry, and essentially playing a backup-heavy lineup. The Lakers won by 24 points, and immediately, the narrative flipped: the Lakers are back. Momentum, adjustments, a team that finally seems to have figured something out. Analysts and media personalities highlighted everything from defensive tweaks to offensive cohesion, and the story suddenly shifted. This is exactly the kind of rapid narrative change that Charles Barkley often jokes about. One moment a team struggles, the next, a couple of wins and the entire story flips overnight. But context matters. Beating a short-handed Warriors team looks impressive on paper, but it doesn't necessarily prove that the Lakers have returned to championship form. The same media that criticized them for losing to weaker teams just days earlier suddenly celebrated a blowout victory as evidence of progress. Meanwhile, the Lakers' position in the Western Conference tells a different story. They sit 6th, only 2 games above the play-in tournament. That's not 2 games from a top 4 seed or home court advantage, it's 2 games away from fighting to even make the playoffs. And the reality of that position looms large when you consider the makeup of the roster. LeBron James, now 40, still logging heavy minutes, Luka Doncic, one of the most gifted offensive talents in the league, and Austin Reeves, a solid and reliable contributor but not the elite two-way player typically paired with 2 superstars who dominate offensively. Add to that the publicized sideline tension between Luka and coach JJ Redick. During a recent game where Luka scored 40 points, cameras caught an unusual exchange. Redick grabbed Luka's arm on the sideline to address defensive effort, which is a standard coaching move, yet Luka refused to comply quietly. He reportedly told the coach to stop talking, to be quiet, and when Redick continued, demanded he respond directly. That's not normal. Moments like this usually indicate a deeper layer of frustration building behind the scenes. And when you consider the roster, it makes sense. 2 elite offensive players on the floor, 1 supporting star, and a team that ranks 24th